Hello and welcome to your daily dose of Satoshi's news. Today's date is Thursday, the 16th of October 2025, the year BSV comes alive. Branch of threads, expand your mind with treechat.ai or your post put on chain. Right, let's see what we've got today. Just going to go over some posts in my own feed. Check this out. Babbage saying introducing Convo, a secure chat app on BSV. Loving that. Ash Crypto saying just in. This looks like 501 million, so $500 million liquidated from the crypto market in just the last 24 hours. Crypto.com CEO has filed a case against Binance following 400 billion, almost $500 billion in liquidation flash crash caused by Binance's faulty internal price oracles. God, imagine taking just what 2-3% of that, which is what they would have got. Jeepers. Well, actually more than that if they were leveraged positions. Woof. We'll have a quick look at the figures because these are going to start looking juicy. We're above the big dog. We're in third place. Come on. Just cross-reference those figures we watched on chain. We've got some 365 days of Bitcoin history and we'll finish with the Kellenschwiller countdown. Right, let's get into it.
Craig says he's Satoshi, like a cowboy in the West, riding on the blockchain that they call the very best. 1 million strong, them transactions flying free. He's acclaiming his legacy, you'll surely see.
Here we go. All right, let's make our way down. Yeah, just got a few questions here, Charlie boy. Right, interesting picture taken here. Same year, Gender 21 was developed. So we've got Charles and Klaus Schwab. 1992. And now we have this. Kind of all ties in really, doesn't it? Yeah. Check this one out. Highlander said it's 8 billion people versus 13 families. Yeah, it's just crazy when you think about it, but that's what we're up against. I agree 100%. And BSV Bitcoin is the only tool we have to use against them. Literally. But what a fascinating thought. 13 families with probably 99% of all the world's wealth in their pocket versus 8 billion people. Oof. They've got all the weapons, but they might have the army, but are the army going to start, killing and fighting their own friends and family? Can they persuade them to press the buttons? We'll have to wait and find out. We're in a pretty hairy situation right now. Loving this. Babbage says that introducing Convo, a secure chat app on BSV. Now you can send private messages to all your MetaNet friends on chain. Check it out on convo.metanet.app. The code's also available on GitHub. That looks fantastic. I'm assuming that's to connect to the MetaNet desktop wallet. Haven't done that yet, but I will do. Loving that. That is just phenomenal. I love what's going on at the moment. So this is insane. Post from Lee Harris saying here, this is insane. Energy bosses openly admit that because of Labour's ludicrous net zero policies, energy prices will be going up by at least 20% over the next 5 years. That's even if wholesale prices half. Hopefully they've just ended Ed Miliband's political career. He lied. And again, this is why the world needs Bitcoin. Absolutely insane what's going on. BitCrash, really funny post here. I've just quoted him here saying, is that cucumber in your pocket or are you happy to read this? And he said here, if I buy $1,000 worth of BTC now and it goes to $1 million per coin, I will have 8,850. If I buy $1,000 worth of BSV now and it goes to $1 million per coin, I will have $43,500,000. Is that cucumber in your pocket? Are you happy to read this? Brilliant. Do love the humour in this space. I also replied to this one saying this guy was just talking about October 30th, being into astrology and stuff like that. Who knows? But BSV, Bitcoin, anyone? The trigger possibly? Who knows? He was going on about a great awakening. Is that when it could happen? We'll have to wait and see and find out. And this one was shocking. Look at this. Did you know there's now an option to report content on X that you believe is illegal in the UK? Look at that. UK illegal content, report illegal content accessible in the UK via our dedicated form. Like, what is Elon Musk playing at? What an absolute joke that is. Like, that is discriminatory and it's censorship purely in the UK. So I think this shows that literally, whereas the cabal sort of focus on different regions at different times, like, you know, World War One and World War Two, and then, you know, World War Two stealing all the gold from Europe. You know, then they did economic and political and social reform in Japan. Then they targeted the tiger economies. Now it seems they're sort of targeting particularly the UK and Ukraine. It seems to be our time. So, like, yeah, it's going to be a tough one. Yeah, loving this. So, Dr. Tesla in his radio said here, the Satoshi paradox. Here's a paradox worth considering. If Craig Wright were publicly revealed as Satoshi Nakamoto, he would become one of the most famous people in history overnight. But in that moment, what he truly wanted might become impossible. To quietly reach, develop and complete the original design of Bitcoin, that could all vanish. Fame takes away freedom, constant media attention, legal battles, public scrutiny, investor pressure. All of this drains the time and energy that should go into actual technical development and research. Perhaps this is why Satoshi wanted to remain anonymous. Bitcoin doesn't need a coin, it needs a working system, and building that system requires silence and focus. Here's where it gets more interesting. What if his opponents already aren't really his enemies? While attacking him in court, denying evidence and ridiculing him in public, could they paradoxically be cooling media interest, diverting public attention, and ultimately creating space for him to work quietly again? Think about it. What's the most effective way to protect Satoshi? Maybe it's to turn him into a crazy fraud. Public, oh, just another scammer. Interest fades. Media, no longer newsworthy. Coverage stops. Investors, not him. Pressure disappears. Government, nobody important. Surveillance relaxes. Result, back to the quiet lab. What if losing in court is actually the perfect camouflage? Like Harvey Dent in The Dark Knight, choosing to become the villain to save Gotham. He can't remain the hero. Heroes either die or become villains, and we need him alive and working. Yep, absolutely agree with that. And here's what's truly strange. They're fighting fiercely in court, yet Craig reaches continuous. Actually, they do try to stop him. Cutting research funding, blocking patent applications, dismantling development teams, banning conference presentations. But here's the curious part. Satoshi holds over 1 million early Bitcoins. He's genuinely wealthy. Could that level of interference just be part of the performance? Funding cut, ? Use personal money, patent blocked, file in another country, team dismantled, build a new one, presentation banned, go online. It's starting to look like WWE level scripting. Did our absolute best to stop him, but oh well. The villain attacks the hero, but in the next scene the hero appears completely unscathed and continues fighting. The audience watches thinking, wow, this is intense, but what if both are actually reading from the same script? At this point, could there be some kind of gentleman agreement? Put on a good fight for the public, but let the research continue. So who might be the real victim? Perhaps the people in the middle. Oh yeah, it's been bad. It's been tough. The general public, if they're led to believe Craig equals fraud, wouldn't the result be predictable? They never see Bitcoin's original vision. They ignore BSV's technical superiority. They keep chasing the corrupt BTC. The courtroom battle unfolds under brighter spotlights and the public gets absorbed in the show. Meanwhile, could the real game be continuing in the quiet corners? In the end, those deceived might be the people who were robbed of the chance to know the truth. Is revealing the truth always the best option? Good question. Or sometimes, is it better for the truth to remain hidden while the work continues quietly? What does Bitcoin's future truly need? Confirming Satoshi's identity or completing the original vision? Oh, good one. Good one. We're kind of like one and the same sort of thing, but more completing the original vision. That's what really matters. The other one is speculation. And which side are we on? The audience watching the show or the seekers finding the truth? Yeah. What a great image there. That was a great post there. Loving that. Loving that. Oh, CSW's responded. To Crypto Tweaks, who said, agree, privacy, fairness and immutable history are ensured not by human trust but by mathematics, collective effort and probabilistic guarantees, is the graffiti message inside the Bitcoin white paper. I will stop right here and will not publish what's inside Pandora's. And CSW said, more still to do. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Loving that. Loving that. I just have a quick look at what CSW's been up to. Oh, got a new pinned post here, 14th of October. Let's see what he said. And this was in response to caps lock. I appreciate it. I am a physically frail man with little left, so now I must sleep. I do not think I have the strength or will to continue to engage honestly, and I'm not well equipped for all the negative stuff. Though I laud you personally on your tones as well. Looks like CSW's had a right ding dong there. But he's responded saying, to all those who follow me, if you're going to insult people simply because they're wrong, then you have become no better than the worst of core. There is a vast difference between those who engage in deliberate agnostic attacks and those who debate honestly yet hold mistaken beliefs. When someone comes forward, speaks with respect and attempts to engage in genuine discussion, to strike them down with ridicule is not strength. It is weakness masquerading as superiority. It is the behaviour of the petty, not the principled. Absolutely. When you mock a person for being wrong instead of showing them why, you reveal more about yourself than them. It is beyond childish, beyond rude, beyond any notion of respect. It is a betrayal of intellect itself. The point of disclosure is not to humiliate but to elevate, to move thought closer to truth, not drown it in derision. We gain nothing by turning conversation into cruelty. If someone behaves like the common Reddit or Twitter troll, by all means treat them as noise. But when someone speaks in good faith and you treat them as the enemy for their error, then you are no longer fighting for truth, you're fighting for ego. And in doing so you become precisely what you claim to despise. So stop it. Stop turning reason into theatre. Stop mistaking venom for virtue. If we wish to stand above the chaos of core, we must act like it. Respect is not a weakness, it is proof of discipline. Very good. As a wise man once said. Fantastic. God, there's so much, honestly. I hope somebody is recording all of this stuff that Craig churns out. I mean, this could be the new Bible. Literally the new Bible. It's absolutely phenomenal. The Bible of Satoshi Nakamoto. More than just the creator of Bitcoin. Literally the creator of the new moral standard that Bitcoin enforces. That's what it really is. Just the dawning of a new age of truth and honesty and development and creativity. That's what it really is. Amazing. Amazing. Yeah, done that one. So Ash Crypto also had just pointed out, he said just in, so it's 500 million liquidated from crypto in the last 24 hours. BTC crashed down to $107,000. Ethereum 3,800. Yeah, we'll have a look at the figures in just a minute. But Justin, Crypto.com CEO, has filed a case against Binance following almost $500 billion in liquidations flash crash caused by Binance's faulty internal price oracles. Get your funds off Binance immediately. Like, what's this all about? What has Crypto.com got to do with Binance? Did it affect them because they had spot price oracles or something? Binance's faulty internal price oracles. Is that what it was? Affecting the entire market? It's all corrupt anyway. It's literally all corrupt. But very interesting. Very interesting. Alright, that's 14 minutes. Let's have a quick look at the figures. See you later. Yeah. Greg Coin down 107. A Bitcoin just $22. Transactions 49.1. Block size though 93.8. Let's have a look at the blocks coming through. Oh, picking up a little bit. 27, 38, 25, 26. Nothing to write home about really. 49,000 times cheaper to transact on Bitcoin than Gregcoin. Mining Bitcoin at a 2.9% comparable loss, but much of a muchness. But oh, look at that, all in line pretty much these days. Let's have a look at the politics in the pie charts. Hash rate 7 days, 24 hours. Gregcoin hash rate other miners 6.2. Bcrush other miners 19.4. Via BTC 50.69 on there. Fisher Price Cash, is it CK Pool 1111? Mole Pool 17.39. What a joke. And CoinDance not reporting the figures. We'll have a look at those on what's on chain actually. Here we go. Mining stats 24 hours. Look at this. World QD Link 17.86. Tau 15. Mining Dutch 15. Gorilla Pool 14.29. SA100 13.57. Couve 12.86. And Tau Terranode 11.43. Wow, look at that. That's incredible diversity there. Wow. Dashboard then, so we've got 476,000 transactions over the last 24 hours. That looks like it's going up. So BitInfo chart saying 480, and that's above 467 for the big dog. BTC, Gregcoin, 13.4%, and we're 13.7. Third place. Come on. This is the figures that is going to be juicy from now on. We just want to see the transaction volume creeping up and creeping up and creeping up. Yes, we do. Now that Terranode is launched, come on. Loving that. Right, let's see what's going on the crypto market then. Overall market cap $3.5 trillion. Gregcoin taking a beating here. Yep, down in 24 hours. Just 2.3%, but down 10% over the week. Trade volume 4.33 on the downside, representing $93 billion. Market cap 2.15 trillion. 2.15 trillion. Let's have a look at all the coins here then. Look at that down. Look at that. All the market's taken a hit. And further down as well over the last 24 hours. Look at that. Again, all moving synchronistically with each other. How ridiculous is that? Utterly ridiculous. Where is Bitcoin though? Bitcoin's at number 98. 4.8% 24-hour trade volume. Looking all right over 24 hours there. Huobi in the lead, but again, I think CoinSpot absolutely massively in front of Huobi, and then CoinDCX. I think there's just massive amounts of wash trading going on that exchange from what I've seen. Yeah. Let's have a look at OrangeX. Turnover 1.1 million. Let's have a look at CoinSpot. Going up 76, I think that's US dollars. 76 million. 76 million US dollars 24-hour trade volume. That is massive. That is massive. Yeah, there must be Australian dollars because 35.91. Most definitely. And Huobi then. Or Upbit. Oh, 2.1 million. That's going up. 2.1 million 24-hour trade volume. Huobi. $24-hour trade volume. 8.9 million. Significant. 8.9. Catching up with Binance Futures, but still nowhere near CoinSpot. Absolutely nowhere near it. Can't touch it even. Wow. Let's have a look at a DXS app. Bitcoin versus the big dog. Ooh. We'll take that today. Just moving up slightly. Just slowly catchy monkey. Let's see what that looks like on Orange Gateway. Oh, just moving up slightly. Just slightly though. Plodding along. Yep, recovered a little bit from October the 11th. Nice. Yeah, that's all right. 365 days of Bitcoin history. 16th of October. On the 16th of October, 1793, Marie Antoinette was guillotined by French revolutionaries. But what you think you know about her is a lie. The media turned her into a history's greatest scapegoat. That's all this about. Oh, come on. You're going to make me go through all this? Not allowing any of those. Why would I want any of those? Here's what happened and how the tactics used against her are surprisingly familiar today. No way. Well, again, we know that the cabal were all involved back then. So it looks like they framed her. They always use scapegoats, don't they, to cover their own tracks. Outrageous. I think she was the one who said, let them eat cake. There we go, let them eat cake. There we go. That was the famous expression. I bet she was only young at the time as well. Jeepers. Facing the guillotine as well. Like, what on earth? Back in those days. It's outrageous what went on. 16th of October 2019, Pumpkin Lady incident at the London CC Forum. Angelina Lazar called Craig out for being Farmer Craig, Pumpkin Man Craig. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And it was all staged. I was there. I saw what she was doing. I heard it. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Yeah, there we go. Right, so it's now the 16th of October. 28 days past the end of the Kellenschweller countdown. What's it going to be? What's going to happen? Well, all I can assure you is that there's going to be plenty of shenanigans between now and when this finishes. So hit like, press the subscribe button. You're not going to want to miss anything. It's going to be absolutely epic. So until then, be aware, take care, stay safe out there, and we'll see you in the next one.
The king still has one more move.